I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. '23 Range Rover Sport.
Plug-in hybrid without launch control.
All right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Horsepower and torque.
434 horsepower, 457 pound-feet of torque from a 3-liter turbo inline 6-cylinder plug-in hybrid.
What is the plug-in hybrid range of electric only?
Up to 77 kilometers currently. That's an estimated range because it hasn't been actually rated by the government yet.
This says we have 48 kilometers left. We're just over half. I'm going to put it in EV. And before we talk about anything else, okay, we got rid of the reaction face thumbnails, okay? We were trying some stuff. Every YouTube advice video says you should put your face in thumbnail. Turns out we made the perfect thumbnail 5 years ago and we shouldn't have changed it at all. So thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, sorry about that, but we had to experiment. But thank you for leaving the comments. We read them all, so make sure you continue leaving comments. And on this video, leave comments about how much you love us going back to the normal thumbnails that you really wanted.
And if you watch someone else's video who has the same thumbnail as our good thumbnail, tell them they're the copycat copying us. Because you know what?
You don't have to go that far.
All
Anyways,
right,
back to this car.
worked up.
Okay, so up to 77 kilometers. That's a lot of hybrid range for a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, it's very good. And I'm driving an electric right now. I think I have a little bit of gas. I'm in hybrid right now because I'm going up a hill.
No, you're in EV.
No, but you can see the tack going.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see if I can get to full. But I pushed the EV button.
It's letting you downshift, bro.
Stop stop gassing on me, bro. So actually, when you start the car for the first time, it'll let you stay in EV until you use the kickdown pedal. But then after that, it'll enable the gas engine. And then once it enables the gas engine, it won't let you go back into EV mode until the gas engine properly warms up. So if you want to stay in EV mode, do it when you start and take it easy on the pedal.
There we go. Silence. You can go a little more, just don't touch that.
Hit the power.
Okay, so you can't actually put the pedal down too far in EV. Unfortunately, it's not like the BMW XM where you had to go all the way to the kickdown pedal, which actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but then this one does have an EV button below the drive mode, which lets you go into hybrid EV or save. So save lets you save the electricity until you get to where you need to be, and it allows you to let it regen up to 80% through the infotainment, through the EV screen, which is very easy to use. I think this is one of the better implementations of how EV works.
Yeah, I totally agree.
To make it understandable in a lot of modern cars.
Yeah, and this is also one of the only plug-in hybrids that you can fast charge, level 3 up to 50 kilowatts, so you can get a full charge in less than an hour or something.
Yeah, we got that double big charger.
That's cool.
So then what if we're just driving around, I'm in eco and hybrid, and I floor it?
There we go. Very slow to downshift.
But you know what? The whole drive here, I just had it in EV, had it in hybrid, had it in eco, put it around, took it easy, and I enjoyed it because we also drove the Sport with the BMW motor.
That was pretty quick.
That was a quick, fun car, but I don't know, I'm good with just being comfortable and driving slow.
I get that. And this is still an 8-speed auto, but it's tuned totally differently than the Sport with the V8 that we drove with the BMW engine. This is smoother.
Yeah, except the only thing I don't like is this has a weird hybridy brake pedal, and Jacob didn't feel as much as I did, but I had to quickly repark this car last night. I leave my house in my flip-flops. I go to do a 3-point turn or whatever. I didn't have my seatbelt on because, quick little park. And then when I hit the brake, first I just slid into this.
Yeah, I mean, I did notice it. It's just not as bad for me.
For me, it's one of those things where it's if you can't tune out a weird feeling brake pedal, I am not interested at all. I'm sure some people get used to it. But, it comes back to my theory. If you spend $150,000 on a car and there's something you don't like, you're not going to complain because it makes you look foolish.
Yeah, no,
especially if you waited for it, too.
You're not wrong about spending that much money and then not liking or loving something.
Yeah, but if you don't like it, sell it and go find a new car on tsb.truecar.com.
Exactly. Discounted price offers. Maybe trade it in on a V8.
I like the powertrain of this a lot.
Yeah, no, for the intention of the car, it makes a lot of sense.
Maybe I'm just bad at brake pedals. I could be, maybe. Whatever, you don't know. And then this does have adaptive cruise and lane keep, lane centering. It was nice on the way here, but I feel like the adaptive kind of like ran me up to cars a little too quick. But I don't know if I was in eco drive mode. And then also it kind of yelled at me to put my hand on the wheel too much. But I guess this isn't like Super Cruise, and maybe I was expecting that in my head.
Yeah, but you're also probably staring at your lovely gauge cluster, which is crystal clear as to how much range you have and how much range plus the gas motor you have.
Yeah, it's very, very clear. I really enjoy that. And then I got the head-up display with some info too. Everything about like sitting here and driving this nice. It's very comfortable, like so comfy.
My God, these seats are probably my favorite seats that I've sat in a long time.
Such good massage. And then we got like super heated seats, super heated steering wheel. I love, love, love it. But to get to your heated seats and stuff, you got to click this capacitive touch button. You have to click it hard, and then you get all your settings there. Which, the capacitive buttons, I don't like. Like, if this was hard buttons, how much nicer would it have been?
Very nice, although we have gloss black, which you love in expensive vehicles, and I absolutely hate, so we have lots of that in the center console here.
Pretty normal shifter, but what I've done many times is like while leading here, it's like I've done this, and it's like unlock before shifting. Like, yeah.
You know what I actually don't like about this shifter is the texture of it. You know when you sometimes touch something, you get like goosebumps? I get that from this.
Okay, I don't have that issue, but I like this texture. It's cool. And then we also have the climate control that you pop up and down to do different things, which you get used to pretty quickly. And then if you click this climate button here with the little guy, you can control your rear climate as well.
We don't have little race car guys. This isn't a race car.
No, this isn't a race car version of the Range Rover, Land Rover,
like
whatever.
The SVR that's probably still coming.
And you got different gauge cluster modes where you can like change it to look different, but I like the one with the 2 pods on the side. And rear seat room, really, really good.
So lovely back there.
Tons of trunk room. And then check this out. We can click fold all.
Oh God, our bags are back there.
That's okay. That's okay. There's nothing on the seat.
I'm so nervous right now. Oh wow.
And then check this out. We can then unfold all.
Okay.
And then there's also a chauffeur mode where you can control the other seats. How cool is that?
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before, especially like while driving and then folding back up. Chauffeur mode, wow.
So that I can just like move you around, right?
Oh, that's
if
cool.
Like the person behind where you're sitting right now is more important.
Damn, that's cool.
Okay, another fun thing, we got the huge moonroof, which I love. Things I don't like, one thing I don't like, this cup holder area, kind of stupid. Okay, so we have wired CarPlay and wireless if you plug in and, it gives you the option.
Great.
But then there's like a little pass-through for the cable here if you have your cup holder. But if you pull the cups out, you can slide the cup holders back, okay, but then the cable still has a tiny bit of pass-through, but then there's this top thing that pushes there, so it's just not good for cup holders.
So that's a fail.
If you're a serious coffee drinker, you go to Starbucks a lot with this, it might not be the most perfect vehicle.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on with this cup holder section, and we also have a fridge in here.
And,
check that out.
And these side armrests too, which are super awesome for long road trips.
I've already moved mine up.
And the last thing, wireless charger, which I don't use because I do wired. And when you put your wireless CarPlay iPhone on a wireless charger, it overheats to the point where you can't use it, which we found out from the BMW guys at the BMW event that Apples don't follow wireless charging protocol and they overheat.
Yes.
All right, your turn to drive, and then we'll also talk about handling stuff and the interior materials, maybe the sound system and some fun stuff like that.
Fun stuff.
It is fun.
I know it is.
You like fabrics or not?
I like driving.
Are you a fabric aficionado? Because you were telling me about this leather. You're like, this is the softest leather.
I'm not an aficionado, but I do notice it.
Yeah, I've never commented on soft leather in my... Actually, maybe I have.
You're about to.
Yeah. Another silly thing. The wipers move up when you go into park and stuff, so now start driving.
I'm going to drive with a launch.
And the wipers go down. Like, why?
I don't know why it does that, but it does. So one thing I didn't talk about at all when you floored it, and right now, is that pumped in audio. Like, it is quite apparent. I'm pretty damn sure it's pumped in because of the tone of it.
But it's not bad. Like,
I don't like it. It's this weird, like, it's not even like a smooth six-cylinder sound. This is not
a sports car.
No, I know, but they have the P400, which is a really nice engine and sounds good. This one, I don't know what they did. Like,
I mean, this feels smooth. I mean, it's a little hummy, but like, whatever.
That's the thing. It's like 4,500 RPM. It gets kind of annoying for me. But power-wise, when you're in hybrid, it's actually pretty decent. You don't really feel the battery kind of pull you along. It kind of feels a little bit laggy, but I think it's because of this transmission, like flooring it, and then I wait. Like, I want some of that torque fill in between when the transmission figures out what to do.
Yeah, but it's definitely good, like normal person putting around power.
It is. And like, again, like you said earlier, it's not one of those cars that you really should be flooring.
It's like a fashion car.
You just want the power when it's there. So like, that's why I don't want the lag there. And then the funny thing is, if you try and use your paddles when you're in drive, it doesn't actually work. So you have to go down into sport mode and then you can use your paddles. But again, people probably don't really care about that.
Not at all.
Here.
This is
smoother. Yeah, smoother. Let's just get out of that mode, go into eco, and drive this car as it should.
Eco. Go into dynamic, note the cliche corner.
Oh yeah, we still haven't done that. Okay, back into dynamic.
I'll save that for Jacob.
Okay, so suspension is actually really comfortable. It's air suspension. You can raise and lower it so significantly.
And you can lock it at access height, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so let's see what it does through here. Yeah, I don't really like it. It's very understeery, very body rolly.
It's wormy, right?
Yes. Not a fan. I wouldn't go out of my way to drive this through cliche corner, and I would not drive it as aggressively as I just did. So let's actually just go back into eco and drive this as it should.
Hide your shift button.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I put it in auto.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
There you go. But this drives really well. It's a very comfortable car. The suspension is obviously geared towards comfort, and they did a really good job of that. These Land Rover, Range Rover things are probably some of the most comfortable cars you can drive. And
it's probably really capable off-road.
It is, yeah. It's
got locking diffs. It's got the 360 cameras you can see underneath, and a mode for driving for off-road.
Yeah, it's all-wheel drive, obviously, so you can do all your Land Rover stuff, Range Rover stuff still. And then you can also look at it in the field, because I think this thing looks gorgeous.
Not parking in the field. What if it gets stuck?
I mean, you can if you own one. The first thing that I noticed was the color, because I misread the spec sheet and I thought it was Vaseline blue, so I expected like a bright blue, but this is Verisign blue, which actually just looks gray.
It's like bluish gray. Yeah, it's a cool color for subtleness. Does this look any different than the BMW engine one? I feel like I can't tell.
From memory, no. But I'm sure there's probably something that we're just forgetting.
It looks cool though.
It does.
Definitely like the looks. I like it lowered. I like how low you can get it, like especially on the back wheel. It was like very close to being like, is this a stock car?
Yeah, it's just tucked. Like, I'm sure when people hack these, it's just on the ground dumped.
Or let the air take its course and fall. Okay, anyways, these wheels are super weird.
Yeah, they look like Steelies made into large wheels.
Yeah, I was telling Jacob, like, if this was a Steely design from like an Asian country that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that was their standard, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised even here, just seeing them. Because they're also this kind of satin look.
They're weird, but still EV-ish. And what would be the Continental recommended tire for a PHEV Range Rover Sport?
The Cross Contact LX Sport, fittingly.
Okay, another thing. Getting inside, we've got like really, really cushy floor mats. Like, super cushy.
Yes, you can get the SV bespoke mats, but the mats that I would recommend are TuxMat. Go to tuxmat.com/TheStraightPipes to see what they have available for your vehicle.
They'll be a lot less dangerous in winter for your carpets.
Yeah, exactly. Protect your floors and give your interior a luxurious look. And while you're protecting your floor mats, because you're probably doing Land Rover outdoorsy things, you can tow up to 6,600 pounds with this. That's actually pretty decent.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, visor test.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
these feel nice.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
But we got the double.
Yeah. Okay, well, double still a gimmick pass.
Yeah. I'm half disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay, other stuff. In the trunk, we do have grocery bag hangers. There is a ton of room, which I don't know if I mentioned before.
You did, I think.
And then in the back here, we have proper AC power. You know what didn't have proper AC power?
The XM.
Yeah, and it had like a full battery. I'm like, I just want to plug in my laptop. They're like, nah.
And that costs like more than 100 grand over this, I think.
What? And the last thing, do you like this leather materials?
Ah, yes, the materials that we were going to talk about.
It's nice. It's nice.
This feels premium. Like, this is right up here. This is the difference that you don't get in like Corollas and things when you're wondering where all the money goes.
In a BMW even.
Yeah.
Like, people are, especially since there's a Range Rover with the BMW motor, like, well, you got that one, I get that one at a better price. And it's like, oh, look at all this stuff. Because people like that. And the sound system, Meridian, really good.
Yeah. Because, I mean, this is kind of an X5 competitor because it's basically the same car without this particular engine right now.
But you know what's weird? I was like going to my radio, and I mean, there's not enough shortcuts on the left, by the way.
But they do stay up with CarPlay.
Yeah. So I was going to my radio, and I want to go to FM radio. Okay. 88.1, right?
Yeah.
And I want to listen to Carlin and Brant in the mornings, but then there's also another 88.1, and it was playing different music, and I don't understand why. And if you go to stations, look, there's two 88.1s, and I was like, why?
HD radio, bro. I guess you've never experienced HD radio.
Is HD radio not Radio?
Look, I've never experienced it either.
How can there be two 88.1s?
No, I don't know.
And this is CIND, and they're both CIND.
I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah. Brent, Carlin, let me know. All right.
I have an answer for you.
What?
It's a thumbnail. All right, I think that's it with this car, Yuri.
Let's get to the price.
It starts at $123,050
Canadian.
and this one is $137,176.
Would you take this over the BMW Range Rover Sport?
No, I wouldn't. I want to support every company that's still making V8s right now.
Honestly, I think I'd take this over it.
This is really nice.
I like just being chill and not having to go fast. The plug-in hybrid's good. The fuel economy is good. You can fast charge.
The thing is,
not fast charge, but like charge with the faster cable.
The thing is, I kind of don't like this because of how little pedal input you have to give an EV before it switches to gas. That's what I don't like.
If there was a way to make it more EV-ish.
Yes. That's what I would want from this.
Yeah, but I think this is probably good for better overall fuel economy.
Yeah, if you just left it in hybrid.
Because they don't let you make dumb decisions like go full EV on the highway and forget.
But unlike the BMW XM, it does let you make a dumb decision to save your battery percentage.
Which is really nice. And it does recharge with that.
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think of this Range Rover. Would you get it over the V8?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would. And don't forget to resubscribe if you panic unsubscribe because our thumbnail changed.
Those people are gone. They're long gone.
More! Scream! All right, now...